The world may be trying to predict your every step, but only God knows the true direction you are headed. Trust Him with your journey, for His vision is greater than theirs. They may have hired someone to dig into your life, but they can't dig into God's plans for you. His ways are higher, and His path for you is filled with blessings they can't even begin to comprehend. They can hire all the private investigators they want, but nothing will stop God's plan for your life. You are destined for greatness, and no one can uncover the divine purpose He has for you. You might feel like they're on your tail, trying to predict your every move. But remember this: God's purpose for you is hidden in His heart, and no one can expose what He has already ordained. They hired a private investigator to try to expose your next move. But little do they know, God has already written your story. No one can predict the miracles He has planned for you. The world may try to analyze your every move, but your steps are guided by a higher power. God has already mapped out your destiny, and no one can change that path. They think they know what's coming next, but the truth is only God has the power to reveal your next step. Trust in His timing and let Him lead you where you need to go. They can follow your every move, but they can't follow your heart. Only God knows the true desires of your soul and the plans He has for your life. They hired a private investigator, but God's protection surrounds you. No one can uncover what He has already hidden for you, and no one can stop what He has set in motion. You may think they know your every step, but what they don't realize is that your steps are ordered by God. He is the one leading you, and nothing they do can change that. They think they can predict your future, but God has already written it. Trust in His plan, for no one can expose what He has already hidden for you. They may think they've figured out your next move, but they will never understand the divine plan that God has set before you. His will is the ultimate blueprint for your life. The world may be watching, but God is the one guiding you. No one can uncover your next move because only God knows where your journey is headed. They hired a private investigator, but the only one who knows your next move is God. Trust His plan, for it is perfect and will always lead you to victory. They may be on your trail, trying to predict your next step, but God's wisdom is beyond their reach. He knows the path you're on, and nothing can stand in the way of His plan for you. You may feel like you're being watched, but rest assured God is the one keeping watch over you. He is guiding every step you take, and no one can alter His plan. They can follow your every move, but they can never follow the path God has prepared for you. Trust that His timing is always right, and His protection will never fail you. They think they can expose your secrets, but what they don't know is that one has already set a divine plan in motion for your life. No one can uncover His will for you. They hired a private investigator, but no one can investigate the divine purpose God has for you. His plan is hidden in the safety of His love, and nothing can reveal it except His timing. They can track your every move, but they will never see what God has in store for you. His purpose is greater than their investigation, and His love is stronger than any attempt to uncover your secrets. They hired someone to expose your next move, but little do they know God's plan is a mystery only He can reveal. Trust Him, for His ways are always higher than theirs. You may feel like you're under scrutiny, but God is the one holding the blueprint for your life. No investigator can predict the next chapter He's writing for you. They can try to expose your plans, but they can never expose the divine plan that God has for you soon. You are walking in His purpose, and no one can alter that path. They may think they know your next move, but God's wisdom is beyond their comprehension. His plan for you is far more beautiful than anything they could ever uncover. They hired a private investigator, but no one can predict the moves of someone who is guided by God. Trust that He is leading you toward your destiny, no matter what they try to uncover. They think they can uncover your secrets, but God is the one who holds the keys to your future. No one can expose what He has already hidden for you. They hired a private investigator, but they don't know that God is your ultimate protector. No matter how much they try to uncover, they will never find the power and peace that God has given you. They can hire all the investigators they want, but God is the one who determines your next move. Trust in His plan and walk boldly forward. knowing you are divinely protected. They may have hired a private investigator to uncover your next move. But remember, no one can outsmart the divine plan that is already unfolding in your life. Trust in God's timing and watch as every step you take is guided by a higher purpose. You can't escape the watchful eyes of the world, but rest assured, no one can truly see what's written in the stars for you. God knows the truth about your path, and that truth will always prevail. They hired a private investigator, trying to uncover your secrets and predict your every move. But God's grace is the ultimate mystery. No one can predict the miracles He has in store for you. You might feel like you're being watched, like every move you make is under a microscope. But never forget, God's protection is stronger than any surveillance, and His plan for you is far greater than anything they could ever imagine. When they try to invade your privacy and figure out your next move, remember this: God sees everything, and He holds the keys to your future. No matter how much they dig, they will never uncover what He has ordained. They think they can predict your every move. But the truth is, they can't even fathom the miracles God has in store for you. His guidance is beyond their reach, and His love will always protect you. You may feel like you're being followed, but in reality, God is leading you. No matter how many people try to uncover your next step, you are divinely guided, and your path is protected by a higher power. They hired a private investigator, but God's plans are untraceable. No one can predict the beautiful life He has in store for you. Trust His timing and walk boldly forward, knowing that you are never alone. They may be searching for your weaknesses, trying to expose your every move, but they'll never find the strength God has built in you. Your journey is His to guide, and no one can take that from you. They hired a private investigator, but what they don't realize is that your next move is not for them to uncover. It is a divine mystery, protected by God's hand. Trust the process and watch the magic unfold. No one can see the future, no matter how hard they try. But God, the creator of all things, knows exactly what comes next for you. Let their investigations fall on deaf ears, for you are covered in divine protection. They may think they can track your every step, but God's vision for you stretches far beyond their reach. He has already marked the path, and nothing can stand in the way of His plan for your life. They hired a private investigator, trying to expose your next move, but they can't see what God has already set in motion for you. His love and purpose will always outshine their petty attempts. They may know your past, but they don't know the future that God is crafting for you. They can hire all the investigators they want, but they will never uncover the blessings God is about to pour into your life. The world may be watching, trying to predict your next move, but God's plan for you is a mystery that cannot be unraveled. Trust that He is guiding you, step by step, to something far greater than they could ever imagine. They may be looking for clues, trying to figure out your next step, but what they don't know is that your future is hidden in God's hands. Only He knows what lies ahead, and His plan is greater than their investigations. You might feel like you're under a microscope, but remember, God is your protector. He has already shielded you from every attempt to expose your secrets, and He will lead you toward your destiny. They think they can predict your next move, but what they don't understand is that your life is not governed by their plans. It is in the hands of the Almighty. God's timing and purpose will always surpass their investigation. No private investigator can truly uncover the divine moves God has prepared for you. The future is not for them to know. Only God sees what's ahead, and His plans are perfect. They may think they've uncovered something, but God's wisdom is far beyond their comprehension. They hired a private investigator, but they cannot expose what He has hidden for you. They hired someone to track your every move, but what they don't realize is that the only moves that matter are the ones guided by God's hand. Their efforts are powerless against His will for your life. You may feel like you're being watched, but never forget that God sees all, and He is the one who will guide your next move. Trust in Him, for His plan is always better than anything they could ever predict. They hired a private investigator, but no one can see your next move like God can. His love for you is immeasurable, and His plan is unstoppable. Let Him lead you to greatness. They think they know what you're doing, But God is the only one who truly understands your path. No investigator can uncover what he has already destined for you.